Why do people come to the Oregon coast? They don't come here to go to an amusement park. They don't come here to, see tall buildings. They come here to see our oceans, our waters, our forests. Without having thriving ecosystems, why would people want to visit here?
So just before we get down there, a quick little safety meeting. We're going to someone else's home, a lot of things homes. So things live in the sand, things live on the rocks, things live in the kelp, everywhere. So just be mindful of where you're sticking your feet. A lot of people, when they come out here and they see all this rock and slimy stuff and chaos and there's smells and sounds and it can be very overwhelming for people.
Take a little picture.
So I love what I do. Specifically the wildlife, that's how I became interested in the outdoors. We are just trying to protect various species from going extinct because a lot of our wetlands around the whole U.S. are gone.
That connection to nature can really be that lifeline, that through line for folks.
But wanting to help maintain and build a trail.
Getting your hands in the dirt, there's something to it, of connecting to the earth and knowing that you're doing something to help people have those wonderful experiences.
So any guesses as to what we're looking at here? They look like little bike tracks.
Crabs?
Yeah, they're crabs. Sometimes you can read the story in the morning to where there'll be crab tracks and then all of a sudden you see bird tracks next to it. And then all of a sudden there's claws and feathers and you're like, oh no. Something went down at 6 a.m. So the Tide Pool Ambassador Program, it's all based around the Cape Perpetual Marine Reserve area. The point of the program is to just kind of act as a bridge to connecting people to these environments that they typically would never have had a chance to explore or get into before. They can use that outside of these tours to navigate responsibly, to educate other people responsibly, even just sharing we don't rip sea stars off rocks. If that's all the tour was, we would be so successful because that's a constant big issue out here.
On the Oregon coast, we have 6 wildlife refuges. We strive for working with other organizations to get restoration work done. And without them, it would not be possible.
Well, let me see if I can. But, as you can see, the roots are quite robust. There we go. This plant's about 2 years old, which would be unheard of in a private nursery to raise something this size for that long. Our main goal is to source genetically appropriate seed material that we can bring here to the nursery and grow to distribute to our partners for various kinds of restoration projects.
Native plants, they are highly adaptable. So we know that when we take them out there, they are not going to disrupt the already existing ecosystem. They can match easily with what we already have. They can give us that diverse ecosystem, high resiliency, and whatever goals that we have as far as restoration is concerned.
And these plants are the first defense against climate change. Without those, you're not going to have your salmon, you're not going to have your pollinators, you're not going to have your birds. We really try to make that connection because it's all of our jobs to keep these places healthy and safe and vibrant for not only us, but for people that come after us.
This is all existing because people just like you, your neighbors, your mailman, anyone you know might be coming out to take care of these places, and they're doing it not just for themselves, but for everybody.
That's all I could want. That's all I want. I just want more people to fall in love with out here. I'm not gonna cry right now. Oh no, it's my favorite place on the planet. It's my favorite place on the planet. Look at it, it's just love. That's what all of this is. like sincere, deep love for this area and these creatures, and just wanting to share that with other people in hopes that they'll clue in and want to take care of it as well. There's no place like this, no place like it.
I have always grown up in this type of habitat, in this type of environment. So seeing a salmon spawning, been there, done that. But to be there, to experience somebody viewing that for the first time, it brings tears to your eyes. I've been at the ocean with, an 80-year-old man from Kansas. And I said, what do you want to know? What do you want to know about this environment? He wanted to know about tides. He's like, does that happen every day? And I thought everybody knew that. And to be able to see this environment every time through a new set of eyes from somebody that hasn't experienced it is transformational. And to know that we had a part in keeping these places special, I'll come to work every day for that.